Hey guys, in this section we're going to be installing Prestashop. We're going to download it from the site, install it, and configure it. So I want to talk a little bit about the project that we're going to be doing as we go along. It's going to be called Lots of Gadgets, and it's going to be a storefront, and it will offer electronics, iPods, laptops, stuff like that. And the reason I chose that theme is because when you install Prestashop, it gives you default data or default content, and it offers mostly electronics. So I'd like to build on that. I'd like to use some of the sample content and also add new content. So that's what we'll be doing. I actually created a very simple logo really quick, so let me show you that real quick. Here we are. So it's just a very simple logo. I created it in a couple minutes. It's just, what is this? It's just basically just a filler. I use this particular size because the default template that comes with Prestashop, this is the size for the logo. We will be dealing with other templates as well, so this could change. The size could change, or the actual entire logo may change. So we'll see that when we get there. So that's what we're going to do, and I also wanted to explain a little bit about the program files that come with the series. Each chapter has a certain amount of sections, and in each section or video folder there'll be a program file folder, and that will contain all the code that we have up to that point. Alright, so it'll include all the Prestashop files, and it will also include a database dump file because Prestashop runs on a database, and with that file you could actually just import it to your MySQL database to catch up with whatever part we're on. So just keep a lookout for the program files. Alright, so let's get into it. First thing we want to do is download the Prestashop files. We can do that by clicking the download button at the top. And we don't want the hosted solution, we want to do it ourselves, so we want to click this big green download button. And we're going to save.
If the recession has forced you to reassess all your bills, looking for some place to cut,
pop-ups. All right, so I save it. I'm just going to try to download that again. I'm not sure what happened. So I'm going to save. Alright, so I'm going to go to my downloads folder. I don't know why I'm using Firefox. I usually use Chrome. Where is it? Alright, so here's the Prestashop files, the zip file. So you want to open that zip, and you'll see an install Prestashop HTML file, which is just some extra help for installation if you need. But this folder here, Prestashop, we want to go into that, and we want to take all these files, and we want to put that into our store directory. So htdocs store, and we can delete this HTML file that we created. We can delete that, and let's grab all these files and bring them over. Now while we're waiting for that, we have to create a database. Okay, so with XAMPP we have a tool called Phpmyadmin, and that'll allow us to actually create as many databases as we want. We can create tables, fields, and do all kinds of stuff. To get to that, you go to localhost/Phpmyadmin, and the default username is root, and the password will be whatever you changed it to in the last section. Alright, so you can see I actually have a bunch of databases here. You most likely won't have any. You might have this information schema, but you want to click on databases and then create a new database. And I'm just going to call mine lots of gadgets. Lots of gadgets. Create. So now we have a brand new database. There's no tables in it. When we go through the Prestashop installation, it'll create all the tables we need. So let's see, the zip file finished unzipping. So and they're all in the store directory. So now we can actually visit localhost/store, and that should bring us right to the installation. We're going to choose English as our language, and we want to agree to the open source license. And here we need to put our database credentials. Server address, if you're using XAMPP, it'll be localhost. If you're using any hosting, 90% of the time it's localhost. Database name is lots of bikes. Not lots of bikes. That was my initial idea. Lots of gadgets. The login is root, password, and we can leave the engine and the prefix where it is. The prefix, this just tags on PS in front of all of our Prestashop tables. So click next. We can actually test the database connection. Alright, so it worked. And the shop name, lots of gadgets, and here we can choose a category. Let's see, photo and video. I guess computer hardware and software would be the best choice. Yeah, we'll choose computer hardware and software. Time zone is Eastern here. The logo, you can see it's the same size as the one I created, so I'm just going to upload that logo, and that is in here, chapter 2. And this installation script is really nice. It's very smooth, and I really like it. So now you just want to create your personal info, your name, email address. Email is going to be support@lotsofgadgets.net, and password, we don't want to sign up for the newsletter. You can if you'd like. So now it'll go through and create all the files we need, as well as all the database tables and fields. Installing modules. Alright, so now it's installing the demonstration data, which will be the products and all the sample content categories. It's installing the theme. Prestashop comes with a default theme, which we will check out, as well as we'll check out some third-party themes as well. Alright, so the installation's finished. You can see here it says you must delete the install folder, and it's very important. It's a big security vulnerability if you leave that folder there. So you want to go to your store folder and just delete the install folder. Alright, so we should be all set. Now it asks us if we want to visit the back or the front office. First we'll do the front office. which is just the front end of the website. And you can see we have our logo. We have a default template with some default products, and right off the bat, I mean, it looks pretty good. It looks really professional. I really like the Prestashop's default look. So that's the front office. Now if we go and click here to go to the back office, this brings us to excuse me, this brings us to the back office, which is the admin area for the store. And what I want you to look at is up in the URL, it says localhost/store/admin8731. That's our admin URL as of right now. We don't want to have this 8731. We don't want to have any numbers that we need to remember. At least I don't. So your initial thought is to just have it be admin, but it's a security measure that Prestashop takes that it won't let you name it just admin. We could name it just admin, but it will automatically tag the number back onto that folder. So we want to change it to something that's not admin, but that's easier to remember than a string of numbers. So if we go to our store folder, I'm going to change the admin 8731. I'm going to change that to staff, and that should be an okay name for the back office. Where is it? So now if we go to localhost/store/staff, now we can log in. Alright, so you want to log in with the email address you used during the installation. Mine was support@lotsagadgets.net. Alright, so now this is the back office of Prestashop, and it may be a little overwhelming at first because there's just a lot of stuff, but Prestashop has a lot of good features, and just lays things out pretty nicely. We have all the catalog functions, order and customer management, tons of settings and preferences. But I'm going to go into that in the back office tour video, which is, I believe, the next section. So we have it up and running. Installation went well, and I will see you in the next section.